Hey guys, welcome to Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Today, I'm going to tell you about the top 10 things you need to know before traveling here. So stay tuned to the end so you can plan for your trip. Okay, so the summit of Grand Teton is 13,775 feet tall, or 9.5 Empire State Buildings. Whoa! So number one is the animals. Let's talk about the animals. This is like an American safari. You might see bison, elk, moose on your trip, and bears. As you can see right here, this trail is closed due to bear activity. We saw some bears in the distance on one of our trips, but the rule of thumb is stick out your thumb, and if you can still see the outline of that animal, you're too close. But if you can't see that animal anymore, then you're just far away enough and the bears will be bears and leave you alone. Definitely watch out about getting too close to the bears. So next is you're gonna wanna unplug on this trip, and you might have no choice but to unplug because the Wi-Fi and GPS is very spotty in this region. Number three, where to stay. We stayed at the Teton Village, and that has a number of different types of accommodations available, from hostel all the way to luxurious hotels. So you'll be covered there, and there is transportation to Jackson from there. So you'll see a bus that will pick you up. It has very frequent service into Jackson, and you can also bike into Jackson. While the Start Bus and e-biking are good options, we do recommend renting a car, which is what we did on our trip and allowed us the most freedom to stop off and explore. The Teton Village has two options to reach the summit of the mountains. We took the evening gondola, which felt like ziplining through the mountains, and it was only $17 per person. So this is what's at the top. You can get beverages, or you can just enjoy the view. It's so crazy seeing it from up high like this. It feels like we're in an airplane. Right down below is the Teton Village. That's where we're staying. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. We also want to mention that there's the aerial tram, which offers 360 views and takes you to even higher elevations. Next is bring a change of clothes. Everywhere you go, you might need different clothing. So here it's very hot. I'm here in summertime in July, and you gotta bring something for summer because even though it's not humid, it's very hot. So I've got a bathing suit on under this. I've got my shorts, they're quick dry. And at nighttime, it drops 40 degrees. So you're gonna wanna bring something for colder nights. And definitely keep a swimsuit on hand because the lakes are so beautiful. Check out Lee Lake for these emerald green waters. So this is one of the more accessible national parks. As you can see, the parking lot is right here, and then right there's the view. So you literally can just step out of your car in a number of these locations. But if you're looking for like one activity to do here when you're in the park, is check out Jenny Lake. They have a really cool boat ride. It costs extra to take the boat, but you can get in a waterfall hike and a really cool scenic hike and some animals usually on that trip. So this is the boat in Jenny Lake. So here's where you board the boat. And there it comes. So we're going from here to here. And they have a number of different hikes, including Hidden Falls. What's your favorite day hike in the Tetons? Comment below. We're going to Hidden Falls. You can kind of hear it. And we're also going to Inspiration Point. There are no bathrooms though on this side of the lake. So hopefully it's not too far. In fact, we're coming up to it. And they also mentioned that the last boat out is at 6:30, but if you don't make it, you can hike. It's about 2 to 3 mile hike back to where we started. Oh my gosh, we made it to the Jackson Lodge. This place is crazy. Look at that view. The lobby with the floor-to-ceiling windows is truly stunning. There's also a restaurant, a gift shop, and a 1950s-style diner where I ordered a delicious bison burger. There are some grab-and-go options at the Jenny Lake store. They had wraps and sandwiches and huckleberry everything. But if you do want to bring in a proper meal and picnic, we recommend Persephone. They have a number of different locations and they bake delicious bread. So another tip I have for you is if you're driving in here via your car, it is $35 per entry. So if you're gonna visit multiple times, I recommend getting the park pass, which is $80. So that'll save you some money in the long run if you visit multiple parks on this trip, which you probably will. So another fun fact about the Grand Teton National Park is that it's only 10 miles away from Yellowstone. How cool is that? You can get 2 parks in one day if you wanna be very ambitious, of course. One thing to mention is that there are some distances involved in traveling here. The Teton Village is a good 45 minutes from the park entrance. And if you get to the park early enough, the less likely you'll see lines. I love how it stays light out here until like 9 p.m. You can fit so much into your day. It's crazy. Okay, next, can you hear that? This place is like natural ASMR. Woohoo! Be sure to like and subscribe for many more travel videos.